much lighting, but okay. Hey, we're on. Okay, wow. So it's Sunday night.
It is Sunday.
And we are looking spiffy. And our camera is
Okay, the reason for the delay here is this is a
amazing.
test run for the go live option.
Yeah. I'm going to do something. Watch out. I think that made a difference.
That did. It's a little funk on the camera.
So this has a huge delay.
Even between the computer and the phone.
So
All right, we got it.
I know, yeah. So if you're in here, let's see how big of a delay it is because we're just testing it out. So if you want to help us, I know there's only like maybe 2 people here. If you hear us say this now, put a 1. So put 1 now when you hear it. No one's going to do it. That's okay.
It's all right, we know it works.
Yeah, we know we're getting out there.
Exploring possibilities here.
That's
It's
right.
always fun. All right, but keep in mind this won't be always be our background. Won't always be the headboard.
No, we won't always be in bed. Hey, Byron, how you doing?
Probably hearing talking, so.
Probably. Am I echoing?
So there's a bit of a delay. We know that.
So, Byron, can you hear us echoing? Like, can you hear what we're saying? Like, is it echoing back? Can you hear us okay? Or do I need to turn my volume off?
As we're just saying.
I know.
Watching ourselves is kind of a difficult thing to do.
Especially with this much of a delay.
Right. So pretty much the key to that is just pretending it's not there.
Yeah.
But it's kind of entertaining. Watch.
I guess you could walk in the other room, turn the phone on, and see if it's echoing.
Yeah, that'll work. I just twerked my back, so kind of moving slow.
Yeah, he hurt his back. Come here, Gigi. Say hi. Say hi. It's the famous doggy in the world. See, I'm the most famous doggy in the whole wide world. Yes. We love you so much. Huh. Byron, can you hear us okay? Tonight was awesome. If you haven't had a chance, yeah, it has been a long time no see. I pop in your chat every once in a while. If you haven't had a chance to check out the video, it was really awesome of the space shuttle tonight. That was really cool. Like it's about 10 miles from where we are or so, and we have a lower patio and then we have an upper deck, and so we were on our upper balcony, and it was just such a amazing shot of it lifting off. It was like it just started glowing, and the video doesn't do it justice. We watched it on the TV, and that, yeah, no, it bothered me, so I shut it off because I can talk and not have to think about how delayed it is. That bothered me. So yeah, I mean, on the TV it looked really cool, so you could kind of see the trails better. But that's a one cool thing, is we have a really great shot for seeing all of the
All the launches.
launches.
That was our first night launch.
That was the first night launch. We've had some day launches. I was disappointed that there wasn't a sonic boom. So if we start echoing, please tell me.
Sorry, make a quick adjustment.
My light's making it seem like a little far. Put it over a little bit, see if that makes a difference. There's like a haze.
Stretch from now.
There's a haze coming over me. Hey.
But yeah, day launches are different than the night launches. Was that day before yesterday? There was a day launch, and the smoke trail was pretty impressive. But at night, that was something else.
Oh. You okay?
Yeah.
I'm good. So, as you can see, we are in our room. We are kind of in our comfy, and we're in our bed. But I mean, you may not be able to see that yet. That's the thing. I mean, it's so delayed, but I guess you'll see it by the time it gets to you. I don't know why this is so delayed. I don't know if anyone else uses Zoom, but it seems to be very delayed. So that's why I just can't watch myself, and I can't do it. I'm not gonna worry about that. I just talk, and then it's whatever.
I'm getting like so.
We're getting love.
She say hi.
Yeah, she said hi.
She said hi, sis. Well, hopefully we're able to use this on the phone too. Can you?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So the little bit we do get out and about, enjoy our surroundings, while we can, what we can, bring you guys along, because there's a lot to where we live. There's a lot to do. There's a lot that's offered, but with the way everything is right now, protecting ourselves is the priority. So we'll try to keep it as engaged and entertaining as we possibly can. I know there's a lot of people that I don't want to say pretend that COVID doesn't exist, and I don't even like using that word, but for me, protecting us is more of a priority. But delivering content is going to be incorporated into that as much as possible.
So, as you know, the name of the channel is still, it's right now, it is Just Me. But our banner, I'm going to add it to in here somewhere. I haven't done it yet. But this is not going to be the topic shop. And we are going to start covering all kinds of topics, things that we really want to talk about, along with doing things. We're going to be, most of our live streams will probably be maybe sometimes in the evening, but mainly on the weekends. And we are going to be doing things such as, I know that we are going to be making homemade dog treats.
Which, believe it or not, the ingredients actually sound like something that, well, it's obviously edible.
Yeah, you could taste them.
It doesn't sound bad. I mean, kind of sound like cookies.
Yeah, got peanut butter in them.
Right. I mean, really kind of appealing to, maybe a little bland, but.
Yeah, the one thing that we did find out is, because I looked into cooking for your pet, because I wanted to see, I read a thing the other day where they're putting like basically bugs, fly larvae or some kind of larva into the dog food now. And
well, that's how it started. Was one of us had come across a list of stuff you can't feed your dog, and I was pretty stunned. Like, okay, grapes. I've had grapes fall on the floor, and well, you know who kind of helped yourself before I could get to it. And lo and behold, grapes on the list of stuff that dogs is bad. It's kind of everyday fruits and vegetables. I was like, oh man, what was the other one? Onion,
salt.
Oh yeah, salt's bad.
Salt's
all the way
bad.
around.
Garlic's
Salt's
bad.
bad for people.
Pepper. Any type of seasoning is bad. Then there's like, of course, chocolate. We all know chocolate.
Yeah, and this one is
garlic.
This one is helped yourself to a chocolate chip cookie one time, and about shit a brick.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between, in the dog world, there's a difference between the baker's chocolate and semi-sweet chocolate chips or milk chocolate.
But I wouldn't give any chocolate.
But yeah, it's not recommended to give a dog any chocolate. There she is. She's going to say hi.
Yeah.
So this little one escaped a trip to the emergency vet again.
But she's inquisitive. She is 2.
She's smart.
She's 2 years old. Like,
Well, yeah, she's 2, but she's too smart too.
actually, she just turned 2 this month. And but she's so smart, but she definitely acts like she's in her terrible twos.
Yeah, she's still got puppy brain.
Yeah. We got we went Christmas shopping, and we got some new decorations. Got a little stuffed snowman, and I put it on the table, and the snowman has glitter all over it. Okay, so we're sitting outside in our screened-in balcony area, and he's like, usually she's out here with us. She's being too quiet. I need to go check and see what she's doing.
It's when it's like a child. There's something's not right when they're not making noise.
Right, when they're too quiet. So he comes out and he says, well, I'll let you say what you said.
Well, you have to explain the snowman a little bit first.
Okay, the snowman, of course, it's like a stuffed animal, and she thinks she's got her, and I can't even say the names of them, because if I say the name of it, if I spell it, she knows how to spell it.
No, that's spell.
But she's got her certain favorite stuffed animals that are her toys, and so this is like a stuffed animal, but it's not, of course. It's a snowman for Christmas, and it sets on your wherever you want to set it. And I had set it on the end table, and it has glitter on it.
After going inside and realizing that she'd been too quiet for too long, see the snowman on the floor. Well, that she gave herself away because she had glitter on her nose. So I came back outside and told her, looked like, what did I say?
You said it looked like something about going to the strip club. She gave herself away.
Yeah, she gave herself away because she got glitter on her nose, like coming out of the strip club.
Yeah. And so I came inside, and she's this kind of dog where you can ask her, did you do that? And she knows she did something bad.
Guilty.
She
Guilty
gets
conscience.
so guilty. She don't even want to go by it.
But you guys will get to see the snowman we're talking about.
Yeah.
So we still have some Christmas stuff to put up, kind of finalized.
Yeah. So I asked her, did you do this? Did you do that? And she's looking at me like, I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry. And then I seen the glitter just like glistening all over her face. So yeah, he was right.
So what do? We resort to we're gonna make her dog treats.
Yeah. We reward her.
She's a spoiled brat.
She is. She's been, our life. So that's been, I mean.
She was a rescue, and she's.
The lady that gave her to us.
We're talking about you.
She was a sweet lady that gave her to us. And
she just couldn't take care of her.
Yeah,
she had too many.
She had too many, and when the night that we drove, because the lady said, you can just have her, and I was like, well, why can't we, why are you just giving her away? And she's like, well, because she's mixed and she doesn't have any shots or anything like that. Well, when we got there, I didn't really know if I wanted her, because we both didn't, because she was mixed with Chihuahua, and we know that a lot of times Chihuahuas can be very hyper and some can be aggressive.
Mean. Actually, I was the one that was hell bent on not getting a Chihuahua mix.
Right. So we get there, and she handed her to me, and she was so tiny that she literally fit in the palm of my hand, and I still had room. And I knew there were other big dogs roaming around, and I knew that we needed to save her. And so I told the lady, yeah, we'll take her. And I thanked her. Yes, I thanked her for giving her, yeah, what? Hello, you're blocking. What? What do you want? I said, thank you so much for giving her to us. And she was
She knows we're talking about her.
she was just full of fleas. She had sores everywhere. We took her to the vet, and the vet said, oh my, she is young. And we're like, yeah, she's like 7 or 8 weeks, right?
Vet said try again.
And she was way too young. She shouldn't even been away from her mom yet. And so we gave her a bath in the Dawn dish soap the first time to help, because there was not a lot we could do at that point in time. And her skin was it was so sore from the. I mean, she had like, I don't know if you've ever been around a pet that has had a flea infestation, but they get like these scabby sores just all over them.
That it didn't help. She was being fed adult 65 to 100-pound dog size co-op dog food.
I don't know how she was eating it. I don't
Those
think she was.
those pieces had to be this big that the other dogs were chomping on, and her little teeth were just so tiny.
Her mouth wasn't even that
Her
big.
mouth wasn't even that big.
I mean, she was as big as her head is now. Okay, her
Yeah.
whole body,
her whole body.
literally. We never thought she'd get this big. No, but her did get to be a big girl, huh? Yes, her did. Yes, her did. But anyway, long story short, it was winter, and we lived in Kansas. It was cold, so I would cut off these little socks and I would put socks on her, and that would be her
ankle sock.
Yeah.
Cutting off ankle sock.
Yeah, and that would be her little sweaters. And she started to, yes, we fed her, we got her healthy, made sure that she got all of her shots and stuff like that. And she grew and she grew and she's grew. Now she's as big as she's gonna get. Yes. But we love her so much. That's the long, I guess, story to all of it.
She's a good dog. She's not aggressive. She's a little sweetheart. But
shy.
She's shy. That and be the only negative thing. We tried to socialize her as much as we could at a young age. But being breed specific, some of her personality traits do take after the Chihuahua.
Everyone on my kids.
As far as we are definitely her people, and
that's all she wants.
Strangers are not her first favorite.
No, she's scared of other people.
She doesn't mind the pest control guy that comes around.
No, she doesn't. And that's what's strange.
She liked the one FedEx guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah. But she did save me from
a snake.
Huge snake.
A snake.
So I'm on lunch break, and I go outside, and I'm sitting there, and he came out, and we're talking, and she's just barking viciously. And I'm like, Sissy, stop. And I didn't look because I was paying attention to what we were talking about. And then he looks over there and he says, snake. Now, when I went to look, I thought, okay, this is going to be like a little garden snake. No, this was not a little garden snake. And this snake was probably 6 to 8 feet long. I'm not kidding you. It was coiled up 3 times, and it had its head up in the air. And it was going to strike at Sissy. So Sissy is very good at coming to her name. And I said, Sissy, here, very frantically. And she came right away to me. I'm the kind of person with snakes who usually I'm running and peeing in the air. But I got inside, and I told him, I said, take a picture of it. We didn't know what kind it is. He said, okay, he was going to. Now, mind you, I didn't know that my husband was terrified of snakes.
I hate snakes.
But we have a huge glass. What is they're like
The sliding
triple
window.
sliding windows in the front. And he went to that. So I thought he was going to take a picture of the snake from the inside.
Snake was gone.
Oh yeah. He claims the snake was gone this quickly.
It was.
So then now mind you, this snake was this big around, and I'm not exaggerating one bit, am I?
No.
It was this big around. It was huge, okay?
Florida wildlife.
And so now I'm like, okay, well, you've got to find it. It can't just be roaming around in our backyard forever. That's not going to happen. You've got to find this snake. So he's out there with a broom, okay, trying to find the snake. Well,
It was gone.
He didn't find it. And it's not like we don't have a huge fenced in area. We have a lot of ground beyond, but we don't have. And I'm guessing that it came from the trees. It wasn't a water snake, I don't think. We looked it up. I Googled and Googled, and the closest thing that I can come up with is that it was a rat snake.
Yellow and green.
Yeah, it was kind of a yellowish green.
Bright yellow and green.
Yeah. So I'll never get the image out of my head. But yes, she does not like snakes. Okay. And the other thing that we have had to get on her about is the lizards. Okay. And we tell her, leave the baby lizards alone, don't we? And she's really usually good about it when I tell her, leave the babies alone. But yesterday,
instinct kicks in.
Yesterday, yeah, you know I'm talking about you, huh? Somebody killed a baby lizard. Didn't you?
Yeah,
yeah.
You did.
You did it. You did that. Yes. And
she apologizes.
It was so tiny. I mean, it was the big ones you can't catch. But it was about that long and about that wide. It was very tiny. No, sissy. So it was the tiniest one I'd seen. It probably, I'm going to try to make myself feel better about this, that it probably wouldn't have survived any other wildlife either. So that's how I'm going to get, through the fact that she did that. But yes. So we had to ask her, did you do that? And then I just told her, you need to go into your timeout. So when you tell her to go into her timeout, she goes to her kennel. And she was in there. We don't shut the door or anything. And she thinks about it for a little while, like a little kid, and then she comes out and then she tells you she's sorry. But overall, yes. Sissy is our famous $900 dog. She's not $900. She was free. But that's her nickname for the YouTube.
Right.
And we got off on this contingent because we were talking about how we were looking into making dog food because of how horrible the dog foods are being made now. I found some recipes. I watched another YouTuber who makes dog food for their dogs. And the amount of salt that she puts into the food is so bad for the dog. It can dehydrate that dog. So that's concerning, very concerning.
She doesn't get fed table scraps or
she doesn't, no.
Human food hardly ever. She'll get a French fry maybe once in a while. If
one's dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the one who drops them accidentally. I'm probably one of the messiest adult eaters I've ever known.
Not that bad.
It feels that way. We'll put it this way. It's so bad she knows to sit under my feet when I eat. So anyway, but point being is that we aren't going to be making our dog food like the one YouTuber does, and you really shouldn't feed your dog.
You shouldn't take your dog through the drive-through and make it a point to get them their separate numbered meal.
It's not bad. It's just a hamburger. It's a snacky.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's not good.
Raise your dog how you want to raise your dog. That's fine.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to get at about that is that, you know, there's a way to cook to make healthy meals for your dog.
You mean you keep your dog from getting pancreatitis and getting diabetes?
And dehydration.
And
yes.
dehydration?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's not it. So
that'll be a different topic there.
Yeah. But anyways.
So far, thanks for following along tonight. No, this isn't exactly exciting, but this is, like I said, this is our test run for the Zoom platform.
And it's okay as long as we don't have to hear ourselves.
Right.
And as long as you can hear us. So it shows 2 people are watching. So
and we thank you.
Yeah, we do thank you. You know, if you don't mind, you know, you might let us know if you can hear us. If you can hear us, just say hi. That way we know you can hear us, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to have to do this. Don't turn it on because I am trying to. I'm going to see. Let me test it out. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do this. Oh, yeah. It's fine. So I thank Byron for stopping in. That's awesome. I'm glad you stopped by, Byron. Yeah, but you know, that's okay. But make sure that you check out the video that we did tonight because that was so amazing. And like I said, we did the best we could. There was no way that you could have seen it, I don't think, with our cameras that we have, and it have been, you know, did as much justice as actually being able to see it because we really could see it. It was more like a ball for you guys. For us, it was
a rocket.
A rocket.
With a big long tail.
Yeah, it was really, really cool.
Looked like a giant ass firework.
Yeah, especially at one point there was a stream behind it and it was red, white, and blue. It
was.
And that was really cool.
Was that right before the separation or after the separation?
I think that was right after separation.
It was.
But either way, it was really cool. So, again, for any of you who are just watching, I don't know if you're fans, friends, or foes.
Or trolls.
Well, that'd be foes, wouldn't it?
Not necessarily.
But anyway, yeah, we are definitely going to be bringing some content, and hopefully, you know, Sissy, I don't need a bath. I love you too. Hopefully we will be able to show you a little bit more about what we're going to be bringing, and you'll enjoy coming along for the ride. So we will probably go ahead and leave this one up. I wouldn't see any reason why not to, even though it's a test.
Test. Yep, it'll work.
And
Right, that stuff.
Yeah, she's just in a mood right now. She's in a
She's the
licky
lickaholic.
mood. Sissy, no more kisses.
No more kisses. Thank
No
you.
more kisses.
Thank you.
No more.
Like, oh, fine. I'll come over here.
Do you want a treat?
Want a
Do you
cookie?
want a cookie? Come here. You gotta sit though. You gotta sit. Good girl. Good girl. There you go.
Oh,
All right. She got her cookie. She's happy. My gosh, I can't believe everything that's happening on YouTube lately. He lives vicariously through me on the YouTube.
yeah.
He listens. He hears the things that are said. He's like, "Oh my God, who's that dude?" Yeah, all kinds of things. So, but we will get into all of that at some point in time.
I don't subscribe. I mean, I have my own channel from 2010 that was just used for watching video or like music, really. So I don't subscribe to anybody because I don't need to.
Well, and I mean,
It's kind of wrapped in one package here.
right. And in 2016, I mean, we were on regularly back in the Maria days,
Yeah,
you know.
that's another subtopic there too.
Oh yeah. And
We had our day in parody.
yeah, it was fun. It was enjoyable. Um, I see Maria still kicking. She
Literally.
literally, she's still kicking that leg up. And I see that I think she's thinner now than she was before. I mean, she's Eugenia thin.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of scary. But I'm not quite sure what this whole Kruger on fire witch. She calls herself a witch,
The
and
first herself in third person as witch.
witch is making meatloaf. Witch is making tacos, which we haven't watched her in
A while.
a long time. And we went back and I was like, I see it pop up every once in a while, and it's always something about Kruger. But I think she stopped, for us being entertaining when she wasn't sitting at the table doing her Maria
When she was pissed off about something or
and calling everybody F-tards.
F-tards.
Yeah. And, and I think that when Wes left, that changed her a lot. Like, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I don't know. Of course, her content changed. So, yeah, we definitely, there's still a lot of people who like the videos of the Maria days, and a lot of people who want to say, "Oh, well, you're so fat now. Oh my God, you are so fat now." And
Life, get over it.
well, and I'm not even fat.
No, that's the thing.
I was unhealthy, thin at the time. Hi, Tammy. I was like back in the days when we were doing Maria parodies. I was a 00, and I didn't even weigh 100 pounds. So, I was super thin. And so, I don't think that being a size 7 or a size 10 is too fat. Even when I was very thin, I had this right here. And everyone would say, gobble, gobble, and talk about it. Well, you know what? It's just how my freaking chin is, okay? I'm not saying that I haven't gained weight because I have, but I'm okay with the size that I am. I could put on a swimming suit and I'm okay with it. I can. Does she ever? Maria? I don't think so. I think Maria's thing is being in the kitchen. I just don't know what the whole witch Kruger on fire has been for the last year. I don't know. But she still does her little dances and her little kicks. So
Like that.
are we still live? I think we are. Yeah, we are. So Puppy kicked the Sissy kicked the keyboard. Quit touching the keyboard.
Anyway.
Yeah. So
Maria doesn't seem to get out of the kitchen a whole lot. She has her recipes, so to speak.
yeah.
I'm sorry, which?
And did you notice, like, every time she'll say, "Witch is cooking meatloaf," and she grabs her dish soap, but the dish soap seems to stay the same amount.
Well, it's funny that you said that, because I was thinking, at least she's actually cleaning up around herself.
No, she grabs it and she says, "Witch is making meatloaf," and then she'll like turn the water on like she's washing her hands. But I had just when we were going through and skimming through tonight, I didn't see that the amount of soap was disappearing out of the.
Yeah, perpetual.
I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. Don't know.
Maria's quirky, but even back to when we were doing our parodies, she never got upset about it.
No, she never did. And
people would say,
"Oh, you're just being mean, making fun of her." What you didn't understand was that Maria actually liked us, and
she played along.
She played along with it, and there would be times when I would do one and she would do one back to me, but we never had any type of animosities towards her, and she didn't have any towards us.
So Tammy, that's actually part of it. There were groups that made fun of her. For us, it wasn't. We felt we weren't making fun of her, more or less imitating and the parody of her whole situation, which was just self-created comedy.
It was.
Yeah,
and the best form of flattery is imitation.
And she knew that. Mm-hmm. She knew that we weren't intentionally out to stick out with daggers or anything like that. It was just fun. But yeah, she would message us every once in a while just to say hi and let us know that she found something one particular over the other more comical than the other.
And it's not like we were like best buds or friends or anything. And a lot of people didn't like her. They have their own reasons or whatever. For us, it was an indifferent type thing. We didn't dislike her, and we didn't, we weren't friends with her.
If she had ever once said, "Hey, I'm not comfortable. You guys are really kind of getting on my nerves. Would you mind?" We would have stopped. Instantly.
But at the same time, we didn't stop because it didn't bother her, and it was fun, and people seem to enjoy it. And
Tammy's right, though. I mean, there are groups that were intentionally made just for that purpose, just to make
there are
fun
all kinds of groups that are made. There were groups made fun to make fun of us.
Anti this, anti that.
I mean, there were groups to make fun of us.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's whatever. You know,
Doesn't bother me. If
me neither.
you're going to put yourself on a platform, no matter what it is, you have to be able to accept the negative with the positive that's going to come back to you. On YouTube, there's certain content creators that are okay with that negative flow coming back to them, and others that just can't handle it. The ones that can't handle it shouldn't be on here anymore because they not mentally healthy enough to be able to maintain a mindset of this is just the internet.
I learned a lot from coming on to YouTube. You know, when we first came on, you know, you just don't realize what it really is. You don't really realize what it's like. You don't realize what you're getting yourself into.
There's plenty on here that is hurtful and hateful and can cause people a lot of stress and distress. But like I was trying to say, is once you get yourself, you're mentally capable of understanding that this is just all really just a giant suspension of reality.
Yeah, selling his shoes. I remember that, Tammy. She had all those shoes.
Yeah, I remember that.
She put them in a big, wasn't it like a trash can, Tammy? She put them in the trash can. Sissy, please sit nice if you're going to be part of the show. She put them in a big, and they were big old, think about it, they were West shoes. So they were the big old nasty shoes. She was going to sell all the shoes. That was funny. I forgot about that one. Yep. For sure. But anyway, regardless, I know that I've learned a lot from you cannot be our attention all the time. Can you tell she's spoiled? I've learned a lot from my YouTube years. And, you know, mainly where I hang out. And so because I hang out there, he hears it. Is Rosie O'Kelly. I love Rosie O'Kelly's show. I love Rosie O'Kelly to death. She's the sweetest lady that I know. I mean, I don't think she has a mean bone in her body, and I know that.
That aside, but it's also an intellectual.
Very much so. I love to hear her speak because she's very smart. And yeah, they were nasty, Tammy. But I love listening to him, or I'm sorry, her talk and go on chooches, and
Real.
it is, and you know, and there's no drama there.
Every once in a while, but it's perpetuated from situations that are really beyond her control.
But there's no drama in the chat. Right? I know, Tammy, I love her videos. So, I mean, I consider Rosie, you know, a close acquaintance. And
here's the thing. Rosie's the type of person that's a good soul that's just had bad shit happen.
And not only that, I mean, I don't know what you mean by bad shit happen. I mean,
his name starts with an E.
Oh, elbow. Yeah. Well, that was just a horrible situation there. But
that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Put her best foot forward.
But that's how she is.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, she
being a nice person, and then you have someone like the reciprocal. That's a total a-hole.
What do I think happened to Missy Jen? I have no idea. You know, I just know that Missy Jen is fine. I know that Missy Jen moved away, and she posts regularly. So, I mean, you would have to contact Missy Jen and ask her what happened, but I'm not privy to that. It's really none of my business. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just not any of my business, you know. Do I believe that they speak and talk? Yeah, I do. Why would I not believe that? They were, they lived together on the rancho for 5, 6 years. I don't see that they would stop being friends. But again, I don't know. I just know that that's their life, and I don't get in that part of it.
Personal space.
That's their personal space, and I'm not going to get in that. I love Missy Jin to death. She's a sweetheart. Um, yes, she is.
You
So
said someone else was.
I know, but again, I can't wait for Rosie to come. She's gonna come visit. Can you see yourself? Um, Elvis tries to say he had something to. Oh yeah, I heard that. I heard that Elvis said he hadn't tried. Elvis tries to say he has a lot to do with a lot of things, but the only thing that I really know he knows that he has a lot to do with is crapping in Walmart bags. So, you know, and
A narcissistic megalomaniac is always going to say they had something to do with anything that's bringing attention to something.
it to me is sad because for all those months he had a roof over his head, he had food in his stomach, he had a place to shower, he had a place to go to the bathroom,
Home.
yeah. And while Rosie worked herself literally to the bone, getting splinters in her finger to the point of infection that could have killed her, and all the while people are, basically talking crap on Elbow, and the friend that Rosie is would stand up, for Elbow, and was trying to show him, you need to be a better person, you need to be nicer, you need to try to, get some content. You just sitting in the Lisa Marie, drinking your coffee, and talking about BBWs isn't going to get you anywhere, and demanding tax money.
Yeah, Tammy just said it though. Tried to like Elvis, and you're not the only one that feels that way. That I'm sure there's a lot of people that gave that guy a try.
Yes, he was so ungrateful and so mean to Rosie all the time. And how about that time when they were chooching, I think in Reno, when they were sitting at the in that one bar, and uh Rosie they were sitting there, and Elbow brought up something that could have really, really gotten Rosie hurt. So I mean, he just was always just mean, and everything was Rosie's fault, and he just irritated the hell out of me. It was like, oh my God. I was like, I would say all the time, how does she put up with him? How is she putting up with him? And by the time that he left the rancho, I was like, yes, thank God, you know. But yeah, love Rosie to death. And Rosie says she's coming to Florida, and I can't wait because that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be neat. It's gonna be neat to get to know her better, and I want to go chooching with her. So um, I think it'll be cool. Plus, we both said we're gonna, put on our little bikinis and go to the beach. So that'll be fun. Will you stop? I love you too. Why are you doing this so much?
Yeah, I think Tammy said it best there though. So ungrateful. That's about the the gist of it.
Elvis, yeah. Hmm.
What do you want?
I know what she wants.
Show me that.
No, she's trying to tell you again.
Trying to tell Daddy.
Yeah.
She eat her cookie. I think
Yeah,
she did.
she did.
Keep them entertained. I'll be back.
Okay. Well, I don't know how much entertaining I'm doing or if there's anyone even watching, but
Yeah.
you are. You gonna go potty outside? Oh, yes. She's gotta go potty outside. Go potty outside. Oh my goodness. So now that I know that the Zoom works, yeah, this is what we're going to be doing. And I do hope to see more of you, you know, in. See what's happening in the world today right now. Well, all kinds of cornholio stuff. Did you see that? You know, Kelly Clarkson, she has her own like show now. And I seen yesterday where people on her show had tested positive for, sorry I look so bad, guys. I look like crap. Tested positive for cornholio. So, yeah. Spiced apple baked oatmeal. That sounds and looks really good. Let's see if I can show you. It looks really good. Doesn't that look good? Look, there's Blake and what's her name? Gwen. I knew her name. Anything exciting going on that we need to know about? Doesn't look like it. So, I don't know. The whole cornholio thing, I think it's to the point where, you know, I know Florida's not going to do anything because our governor doesn't believe in it, in all honesty. So, all the People's Choice Awards, man, all these people that get together, I know they have to have probably, I would guess, the rapid COVID test, Tammy. That'd be my guess. But you know, those things aren't always accurate. So I don't know. I mean, call me a chicken, but I I have to be very careful. Anyone who knows me, who really knows me, knows that I have to be super careful. So so yeah. So what's happening on the People Choice Awards? Who's who's getting what? Oh, really? They are, Tammy? See, and you know, they should be doing that for ours as well, but they're not. I've heard that I heard that they have an online and they have a brick and mortar, and that in come January they're going to make everyone go back to the brick and mortar, which I think is ridiculously crazy. Is it boring? I'm sorry, it's boring. I usually wouldn't be up this late, but I slept in late today, and I try not to do that on my days off. So it kind of messed with my sleep schedule a little bit. Go figure. I'm going to try something, see what it does, see if I can figure it out. Hopefully it won't mess everything up. Hopefully it won't. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Let's see if it works. Aw, it doesn't work. It kind of works. But I don't know that you can see it. There we are. We can be in space. I was just playing around. Yeah. I gotta find you guys again. There you are. I know, right? I had a bridge behind me. And then I went and I was in space. Let me look at something real quick. Give me 1 second. Hopefully it doesn't mess anything up. If it messes anything up, I didn't just like leave without saying goodbye. So I'm just trying to look at something here real quick. Let me see here. Where is it at? We're still live. I'm just trying to look at something and hopefully it doesn't mess it up.
What is that?
Oh, don't worry about that right now. I'm looking at up stuff here real quick, guys. There's not many of you here, but trying to look at something. I don't know where it is. And that's okay. That is okay. I will definitely figure it out. But for those of you who are here, for the whole two of you, which one is Tammy? Yeah, they sent people to the space station. We have a video we made tonight. Go watch it, Tammy. It is really cool because we filmed it. We're about 10 miles away from it. And so we have a really good video of it. It's still there. It's just behind. So, but if you aren't subscribed, subscribe. And I am trying to figure out how come the like isn't showing and where to go for that. So that's what I've been trying to do. I honestly don't know how to do it, to be honest. No, it doesn't have a like option, but I don't know how to do that. I don't even know how it got turned off. But I guess I can figure that out later. Because I don't know how to do it. And I know you don't know how to do it. Sissy, calm down. Please. Thank you. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Most definitely, we'll figure it out. But for now, guys, I think we are going to say a good night. And
I'm up for work in 5 hours.
I'm not sure, but we're going to say good night. And thank you so much for joining us. Again, if you come across this video later, make sure that you please subscribe. Hit the little bell so that you get the notification. And hopefully I can get the thumbs up and thumbs down working, which I didn't know wasn't on here. And leave a comment because we always like comments, right? And again, we're going to be bringing you lots of things.
Tonight was the test run.
It was.
So thank you.
Yes, thank you. And it is going to be, we are going to be the topic shop. So instead of going to the coffee shop, you can come on into the topic shop and we're going to be talking about all kinds of things, but we're also going to be doing lots of things. So we look forward to seeing you later, and we hope that you have a wonderful evening, morning, day, whatever it is for you right now. And we wish you much love, peace, and happiness as always.
Bye.
See you later.